Hello, welcome to Anthony's Awesome Reviews. I'm Anthony. We're going to be checking out some random 360 games to pick up before they get too expensive to pick them up. So let's check them out. First up is Warhammer Battle March. If you like Warhammer, you'll probably like this. I always like the Warhammer games. This is kind of like a strategy kind of Warhammer game. So something like chess with Warhammer. Definitely want to check that out if you like Warhammer. Next up is Dark Souls 2. Very challenging game. Uh, I ain't good at it, but I know some people that are and they really like it. If you want a challenge, you definitely want to check this out, and it's pretty cheap right now, I think. Next up is a two-player game that a lot of people like. I haven't played it that much, but Portal 2. I've heard lots of good things about this, and uh, you might want to check it out too before it goes up. It's got some real cool graphics, and it's made by Valve, the people that do the Half-Life games. So that's probably pretty good. Next up is a role-playing game called Two Worlds. Real good role-playing game. Might want to check that out before you can't find it. I don't hear too many people talking about this, but uh, pretty cool little game. Next up is some random first-person shooter games that I like, and I just think you might want to put them in your collection if you can find them. Borderlands, if you've never played this, you're in for a treat. Awesome game, great graphics, cel shaded like a comic book or cartoon that you play. Uh, Thousands, millions of guns, just so many combinations of guns. And if you like this one, and whether you play this one or not, this one's worth picking up. Borderlands 2. This is an awesome game. It's just like the first one, but even more stuff, new characters, new stuff. So I want to check that out too. Next up is some James Bond, Bloodstone 007. Great game, great graphics. Activision made this, so it's one of those classic kind of James Bond games. Next up, another James Bond game called 007 Legends. This is where you play roles or parts out of the movie roles, like GoldenEye stuff. You do different parts of the movies, and like it says on here, Die Another Day, Moonraker, Goldfinger. So if you like the movies, this will be one to definitely get a hold of. And while we're sticking to James Bond, here is Quantum of Solace 007. This is a first-person shooter James Bond game. I hadn't heard a lot about this, but I have beat it, and it is really good. Another Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Ghosts. This game is real cool. Great graphics. Definitely worth checking out. It's not much. Don't know what much to say about this. It's a regular Call of Duty, but just not really the longest Call of Duty, but definitely worth getting. Another Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare. This game is real neat. It's got like these robotic kind of suits you wear that make you jump and kind of boost. It adds a new level to the Call of Duty games. Next up is Black Flag, Assassin's Creed. If you haven't played this, definitely check this out. It's an open world pirate game. You go around, you can explore little islands and find neat little things, upgrade your ship. You have on sea battles where you have fights on the ocean. And if you don't have that one yet, here's a good collection you can pick up. It's Assassin's Creed 3 and 4. And this is this Assassin's Creed Liberation HD is I think it's a download, so it don't actually come with it nowadays, I don't think. But you can definitely get these two pretty cheap. Next up is a cool game called Payday 2 Safecracker Edition. I think they recently remade this. I ain't for sure, but I think they did. But you can check it out on the Xbox pretty cheap. Definitely a fun little game to play with friends. I want to get that before you can't find it. Here's a cool game, Far Cry 4. Awesome game. Open world, lots of guns, lots of fun. It's got elephants in it, so can't go wrong there. And these right here are some honorable mentions. These are some backwards compatible, regular, original Xbox games that work on your 360. Dynasty Warriors 4, awesome game. lots of characters. You can pick this up pretty cheap, but definitely looks cool on the 360. Next up is Wolfenstein, or Return to Wolfenstein Tides of War. Awesome game right here. Made by id Software, the ones that do the Doom series. Cool little game to get into. You can check this out pretty cheap, I think. Next one up is Rainbow Six 3. Awesome backwards compatible game to work on your 360. Definitely a challenge, but definitely worth getting if you like the Rainbow Six series. Rainbow Six 3 is really good. Next up is another Rainbow Six Lockdown. This one's even better. It's cool. It's got a lot of new aspects to the game that, new enemies, new stuff. Definitely worth checking this one out too. And last but not least is one that's got here a while back, and it is really cool. It's the Rainbow Six 3 Black Arrow. It's kind of like a spinoff to the Part 3, and it's backwards compatible too. And these look great on the 360. So if you can get your hands on any of the backwards compatible Xbox games for the to play on your 360, they're definitely worth getting on there. Well, thank you. Have a good day, and like and subscribe. Adios.